All right, everybody, we're working on our first signal of the day down here. This one I think was like a 46 on the target ID. I got my old faithful out here today, the Simplex. Haven't really used the Simplex in a little while at the park, but I figured I'd give her a go today, man. I was in the mood for simple and sweet. So, first target of the day is a little piece of aluminum right there. Definitely some junk, but hopefully we can do a little bit better than that, hey? But before we get into the hunt, I wanted to show you guys a couple things here that kind of relates to the Simplex, but also relates to pretty much other machines too. Wanted to give you guys a little bit of a target ID look on a couple just small pieces of gold. I got a really small 10 karat gold ring right here. We have a tiny 14 karat gold earring. There's really not too much metal on that one. And then we have a 10 karat gold bracelet right here. This is actually kind of on the, I wouldn't say chunkier side, but it's not really super petite either. So I think what we're gonna do real quick is we're pretty much just gonna throw this stuff pretty much right on the ground, maybe kind of nestle it in there a little bit. Nothing too deep, but this is just kind of to give you guys an idea of the gold on the Simplex gold range, you know? The thing about gold is it really can range all over the place, but I want to give you guys a general idea real quick on the small gold. So let's do it before we get into the hunt, hey? So we got our little chain right there, a little earring right there, and then let's nestle in this little ring right here too. And let's hopefully not lose any of this stuff. So take a guess. If you guys got the Simplex, what do you think this stuff would actually read up as? Let's get in here real quick and see what we got. I guess we'll just go with Park 1 mode. Target IDs pretty much stay about the same. So swing over the gold chain first, or the gold bracelet right here. Check out the target ID on that one. 23. That's ringing right down there with your pretty much common day aluminum foil. And then let's go over this one right here. This is the gold earring. Surprisingly actually hitting on it. There's like really no metal to that earring whatsoever, but 1819 is prime, like very small aluminum foil. If you've ever used a Simplex and you've dug up those low numbers, I can guarantee you the majority of them is probably going to be, you know, just little scrap aluminum foil. But I want to tell you guys not to get discouraged, you know. If you dig up a lot of aluminum foil, it might not be for everyone. You could probably get discouraged and maybe get a little bit demotivated, but you have to remember that if you stop digging up those low conductive signals, the chance of gold is still there because you can get really chunky gold that will read higher than this. But if you stop digging those low signals, you're basically gonna eliminate the chance to get any small gold like this. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of wanted to throw that out to you guys real quick. Remind any of you Simplex users out there just to keep an open mind, you know what I mean? So let's collect our little loot here. We'll put it back in the pouch and then we'll get to swinging. We have recovered all 3 pieces of gold. It was a success. Real quick, I guess also, let me show you this. Destiny actually found this on the surface not too long ago at the beach. It looks like plastic, right? But if you actually look really close, it actually kind of has the carbon fiber look to it. I'm not sure if this was actually like a carbon fiber ring. It looks like it to me. Or if it was just, you know, a little cut off of something made out of carbon fiber. But I want to show you guys something that I never knew before. Did you know carbon fiber actually rings up on a metal detector? Did you guys realize that? It's giving me a 17. That's crazy. I honestly did not ever know that carbon fiber could read up on a detector, but now I know. So I guess let's just get into it, everybody. I'm gonna try to keep it as realistic as I can out here today. I always try to warn people that there's no guarantee I'm gonna find anything good, but I give you that disclaimer at the beginning so you know. This is a reality of the hunt at pretty much a modern day park, so I'm not necessarily shooting for old coins or anything. I'm mostly just shooting for modern day drops, but you know, at a modern park, you never know. Let's see, slightly off on them. Gotta get used to my little Simplex again. One thing I always kind of struggled with, this is a Simplex, is you have to remember to always mute your machine when you turn on your pinpointer. A lot of pinpointers just aren't really that compatible with the Simplex, so to quiet the machine down, make sure you hit that mute button on the Simplex. Let's see what we got right here. 66, I think it's gonna be a modern day 1-center. Yeah, sure looks like it. So for the second recovered target of the day, just a modern day penny right there, 2015 I think it is. So I'm sure you guys are listening there at the beginning of the video, right? This one right here is an 18, a perfect example of what I was talking about. Now this thing has the chance to be some gold, but let's dig it out and see what it actually is. Hello, little 18. There definitely is, like, you're playing the odds game when you dig out low conductors like this. I don't always dig all of them out every time I'm at a park, but I try to dig a lot more of them when I'm at a beach, just because the digging is a little bit easier out there. So I'm not sure what that is, a packet of something, some garbage. But that one was reading an 18, you know? Pretty similar to that gold I just showed you. This one right here I think was a 19, so pretty much on any metal detector, you know, they're gonna read up different numbers, but it's basically the same. Like the aluminum foil range is basically small gold range, you know, so it doesn't matter what machine you got. If you're not digging out the aluminum foil, you're definitely potentially missing up the gold. Apologies about the glare today, everybody. This one's definitely bouncy. 36, 40, 50. I would maybe guess like odd shaped piece of scrap, maybe like some fence wire or a crumpled up pull tab. There it is, it popped right out. All right, none of the above. It appears to be part of an earbud. Yeah, that's why you never know. Like, until you dig an item out of the ground, you really have no idea what it's gonna be. All right, let's talk about a little bit about like commonly found items though. Once you start getting into any metal detector, whether you got a cheap one or expensive one, if they have numbers on the screen, for the most part, you can kind of identify a target before it comes out of the hole. If it's one of the commonly found targets, like this one right here, I can almost guarantee a 66. Not 100% guarantee, but I can almost guarantee you this one's gonna be probably a modern day penny. But, you know, when you're playing odds, like I said, at a park or at a beach, whatever, you have to choose. It's most likely going to be a penny, but jewelry can read right in the same range as, like, common day coins and whatnot, you know? So you must keep that in mind. Let's see what we got under this one. All right, so it's probably like a 90% chance, honestly, at these modern parks that those numbers are gonna be, you know, just modern coins, modern pennies, but you never know. You have to dig them up if you wanna know for sure, you know what I mean? This one's slightly different. 28 on the target ID, maybe. It's kind of in the low to mid conductive range, so this one also has a chance to be some small gold. I'm thinking maybe like a pull tab or something though. See if we can find them. Right now I'm just running Park 1 mode on the Simplex, basic settings. You don't really have a whole lot to mess with your Simplex, you know. Sometimes it's nice to just have basic settings though, so you don't have to waste too much time. What is that? Right as I'm saying something, what is that? Is that a piece of jewelry? I think it might be. Looks like it's got a red stone or something in there. Yes, it is, look. All right. Not too bad, everybody. I think that is a little piece of jewelry. It looks quite crusted. You guys want to get a close-up on it with me real quick? All right, there she blows, everybody. Ain't much life left to that one, but looks kind of like a dragon or something. Little red stone in the middle. All right, we might be in a little bit of a hot patch. 50, 53 right on top. Kind of like these sugar sand areas at the park. Here in Florida, we're pretty much dealing with all sugar sand. Dig this one out real quick. It's an 18. Very, very likely foil, but if you don't dig it, you'll never know. Come on. Wait. It's not foil, dude. Look at that. Okay. I honestly did not expect that whatsoever. I almost just got stabbed by that. I think it's like a little pin. Doesn't have a back on it or anything. Okay, that was definitely a surprise. That's why, man, you gotta sometimes take the chance digging out those little tiny aluminum signals. You'll never be surprised if you never dig any of them out, you know? I like it. Let's just keep swinging around here for a second. It's another really small 1920. This one's gotta be aluminum foil, right? Does it have to be? Yeah, this one was definitely a little piece of aluminum. Some junk. Alright, this one's ringing maybe a little bit higher than a penny. It's hitting 69. It's kind of interesting me. Let's see. Right in some sugar sand here. Pretty easy digging. I don't know, I'm gonna call it like an aluminum twist top or something. I really have no idea what it's gonna be, but it's fun to take a guess on them sometimes, right? Is that what it is? I think that's what it is, actually. Yep. So there's like different kinds of bottle caps out there. Some of them are made out of aluminum, which I think this is one of them, and they always sound good. And then there's the bottle caps, like the newer ones, I think, that are just made out of steel. Like the Corona and stuff, those usually don't sound as good on the metal detector, but the aluminum bottle caps, man, they always sound good. This one's bouncing 21 to 23. Okay, that is actually not at all what I expected. This thing, why was it reading so low? I was getting like 20s on this. Usually I think these shotgun head stamps are made out of like copper or brass or something. Maybe not this one. It's a 20 gauge shotgun head stamp, still with the case attached. Plastic cartridge, so I think it's pretty new, modern. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why this would be out here, but it could have been some old hunting grounds or something before this was a park, you know? Interesting. I did not expect that at all. I thought I was going for like a piece of aluminum. See if there's still something down in there in the hole. It was reading like 20s. Very strange. Yeah, that was it. All right. Pretty, I thought it was gonna be a penny. I didn't know it was gonna be this crusty though. These pennies have been sitting down here for a long time, let me tell you. For them to get that crusty and corroded. Is that the crustiest zinc of the day? Crustiest zinc of the day award right there. There she is right there. What a beauty, man. It created its own coin ball. A sand ball. So prettily sitting there in the sand. It's been there for a while though. Yeah, these pennies, usually the newer ones, if you guys didn't know why they read all over the place, is because the crustier they get, usually the lower they read on the target ID over there. So these pennies can be a little bit elusive. Just never know where they're gonna come in at on the target ID, you know? All right, everybody, that was just a quick hunt for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the little simplex hunt. No wrap up at the end of this one. We found basically everything you saw in the video is what we found today. Probably about an hour-long hunt, maybe only 45 minutes, but park's starting to fill up, so that's our cue to go. So appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.